Checking out some of our area reservoirs, especially through Northern California, as we dig deeper into this historic drought. This is over Shasta, where you can see extremely low levels. Many boats already taken out because of dangerous conditions there. Really could be running aground. And look at these, the water lines here, really showing how that water has continued to drop lower and lower as we dig deeper into our dry season. Also out at Trinity, you can see the low water levels with that bathtub ring where it should be, the tree line up there. And then obviously out at a very smoky Folsom Lake. Barely looking at the water levels there. This looks more like a desert than it does a reservoir. Here's a look at where we stand right now. We're down to about 20 to 25% for most of our reservoirs in the northern part of the state. New Melones and Don Pedro faring just a little bit better. What happened is conservation started a bit earlier. They were a bit drier last year for the water year, and so conservation started sooner. In terms of our average, where does this stand compared to where we usually are? Well, this looks unfortunately very low as well. Anywhere from about 35 to just slightly over 40% of average for Folsom, Oroville, and Shasta. Shasta again being our largest reservoir, and then New Melones and Don Pedro just a little bit better, running about 65 to 75% of average. So when might we be seeing some improvements? Well, we are historically dry right now. You can see at the beginning of the summer season, we saw about 26% of the state covered in exceptional drought. That's now up to 47%, and severe drought covers 96%. Drier than normal conditions will continue. Not too surprising because we really don't see the water picking up the rainy season until later in the year. Above average temperatures also in the forecast. What that means is more evaporation happening on some of those reservoirs. Remember, we got those new climate normals coming out in early May. And so what we found was the new normal rainfall a little bit less in the early part of when we start to see the rainy season getting going. September, less than 1/10 of an inch of rain typically. October, less than an inch, only about 1.5 inches in November. Then we see things picking up December, January, and February. And actually, when we compare that to what the normals used to be, that December, January, and February actually looking a little bit wetter than the previous 30-year normals. In terms of what we see in the next 3 months, though, drier than average from about central through southern California. Not too surprising. Again, it'd be nice to get some rain going in the northern part of the state, especially since those are the places that we have the biggest reservoirs that hold the biggest amount of water. But again, above average temperatures is the name of the game here all the way through at least the next 3 months.